South Pacific Regional Trade and Economic Cooperation Agreement (sparteca) is a non-reciprocal trade agreement concluded between Australia, New Zealand and countries of the South Pacific Forum. Under the agreement, Australia and New Zealand offer duty-free and unrestricted access for virtually all products originating from the developing island member countries of the Forum, called the Pacific Island Countries (PIC). In 40th July 1980, sparteca was signed by most Forum members at the Forum's 11th meeting in Kiribati. First, to accelerate the development of the PIC through the expansion and diversification of trade to Australia and New Zealand. Next, to foster the growth and expansion of export of PIC through the promotion of investment.
Firstly, the success of sparteca is that it helps in the development of PIC's countries. It provides guaranteed, duty-free access for Pacific Island countries' exports into Australia and New Zealand. Since it is a non-reciprocal agreement, PICs do not need to reduce their own tariff. This allows PICs to set and change their tariff according to their own priorities. Secondly, this free trade agreement also succeeds in terms of facilitation of economic operation for the PICs. It provided direct financial assistance, which is so-called Starbucks funds, to island exporters that face with volatile prices for agricultural commodities.
The failure of sparteca is when it is replaced by new agreement, which is Pacific Agreement on Closer Economic Relation (PESA). For sparteca, issues that arise during this time are rules of origin, which is restrictive, require at least 50% of the value of any product must be created in the Pacific. Next issue is on non-tariff barriers such as quarantine, product standards and labeling requirements. Besides that, useful margin of preference for Pacific exporters is now of much less value for all but a few products. In order to overcome the problems, they improved sparteca to sparteca Plus. However, sparteca Plus fails to address the problem of margin of preferences. Thus, due to these problems, they decide to replace sparteca with PESA.
The first impact is on the garment industry, which is textile, clothing and footwear. Sparteca helps in the development of commercial activities in the Pacific. Undoubtedly, of most significance was the growth of textile, clothing and footwear exports, especially from Fiji. The second one is agricultural. Sparteca also assists in the development of agricultural industries in the PICs. Firstly, it helps in scientific and technological cooperation and training towards acquisition, adaptation and development by the PICs of skills essential to their industrial and agricultural development. Secondly, it helps in the improvement of transport and communication and other infrastructure associated with industrial and agriculture development. Sparteca is not relevant anymore because of the restrictive rules of origin, which requires 50% local area content. Second one is some PICs exporting only small quantities of products to Australia and New Zealand but may not be claiming preference under the sparteca. Example is New.